some. Well, BC, I don't know. You introduce it, brother.
Oh shit! We got the trailer for Eternals. We already established that in the first time around they weren't gonna give us too much info. I kind of feel like they did in the second one. There's a lot of information in there. There's a lot happening very quickly. But the Vulture group, where Hyper and myself are in, and a couple of the guys that are in the chat, we were talking, and there was just one scene that really did. I was like, "Fuck, who the hell is this kid?" type thing, and then. This is something we believe could be true. I wouldn't be surprised if this is where we're going to get the introduction of
BK Productions.
This is terrible.
That's the thing.
I hope that stands for Burger King.
That book has nothing to do with the character. Like, don't go looking on eBay right now for this book and think it's like the first appearance of whoever we think.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. We just wanted to use it for the necklace sake, and there's like a few other things like to follow. But yeah, just pay attention.
But I do see this kid possibly being Namor, back in like thousands of years earlier, because we're for sure going to get the Eternals in the beginning of the movie. Thousands of years prior, we're going to get a quick origin story where I do think that maybe we're going to see the sinking of Atlantis here, because in the trailer you do see there's like the ocean, like all the waves, like the fucking everything looks like it's going to be drowned out. So I don't know. There you go. What is it?
Basically, the Celestials did destroy Atlantis and things like that.
Yeah. The Deviants.
Again, we're not saying it's Kid Namor. We're not saying that at all. We're just showing you the sense that, like, okay, me and BC think that is actually an Atlantean, right? And all the children in Atlantis have that necklace. So that's all we're showing you. And with that information about how they age slowly, the thought did come to, okay, maybe it is Namor and maybe he's aging quickly. But then we kind of debunked it, because we're like, if they're going to be getting that guy that they confirmed or rumored to play that, right?
Yeah.
Well, we kind of thought, okay, how are they going to age this guy that quickly, right? It's not going to happen. So
I don't think they're going to age him that quickly, because even in the main MCU timeline right now, like, Namor's in his prime. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. But like that to me just said, okay, you know what? They're trying to establish the Atlanteans, right? And then it comes to this book right here. Avengers #9, where they find that Celestial down in the water. It seems this one does seem like, if you want to, like, same thing when we got that rumor, right? Like, everybody went to the Atlantean versus the Wakanda fight and war and things like that. So like, that one saw a spike. This one could see a spike as well. We have to start looking into that storyline of Celestials and Atlanteans, right?
Yeah, guys, I want to clear it up though, because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I was trying to say or what Noobie's trying to say. I'm not saying that we're going to get Namor in this movie. What I'm saying is maybe we're going to get the origin story of what happened to Atlantis. That's what I really think we're going to get, because the Eternals, we're getting like thousands and thousands and thousands of years prior to the current timeline. So we're gonna have to find, they're gonna give us the history very quickly. I expect within the first 20 minutes we'll get like the origin story of the Eternals and why they've not been around up until a certain amount of time. That's what I'm expecting, sincerely.
Yeah, none of us. Hey, BK, that's important. Yeah, none of us are saying that that's Namor. We're just we're just saying that kid, possibly because of the necklace and things like that, near the water. There was a lot of scenes in the trailer. If you look back 30 seconds in, we got all this water stuff, right? I just think, again, my own opinion. If I'm wrong, I'll go on a show and say I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just kind of giving you guys food for thought.
Yep. I
think that kid, whether he was in another one or just this one, just shows the Atlanteans are around. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So again, this book kind of has some stories with that. There's other books that you could be on the lookout for that kind of have a story tied into all that stuff. But yeah, you got your Ultimate Fantastic Four #24, #25. You also have Avengers vs. X-Men number 7, which is the
Dude, that's when he attacks Wakanda. So if he is going to be in Black Panther 2, this is what I'm saying is like if I see Atlantis being sunk in the beginning of Eternals, maybe that kid is Namor back in the day, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's
it could be a flashback. We don't know, right?
That's what I'm saying. So either it is or isn't. I don't fucking know. But what I do know is not know, but what I'm assuming is this is where we're going to see Atlantis sink. That's number one. Number two, I mean, if he's confirmed to be within Black Panther 2, dude, that Avengers versus X-Men number 7, hey, that's when he attacks Wakanda. So that's
hold on. Is he actually, at this point, is he confirmed to be in Black Panther 2?
It seems to be the case. That's what I keep reading as news all across the board. Even the chat is pretty much putting it out there, right? So
yeah. Again, let me make myself very clear, okay? Me and BK and Decor are not saying this is Kid Namor. We're not saying this is Namor. We are just trying to show you information that Atlanteans' age takes they're like 120, 140 years old. Namor is supposed to be in his prime. We're not saying he's going to show up in Eternals or anything like that. We're just saying that the necklace, the water, all that stuff, it could have a connection. So, just a book to be on the lookout for when you think Celestials, Atlanteans, things like that. That's all we're saying. So
hey, guys.
And go say, Newbie and BK are saying this is, no, we're not saying that. We're just.
I still don't know who BK is.
Yeah.
No idea who BK is, but.
EC.
Suddenly I'm craving a Whopper right now.
Fuck, right? But anyways, another point that I just want to point out is that Namor is the first mutant. So I think this would be a good introduction, right? So just planting the seeds is all I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to get Namor. I'm going to keep repeating it just because I don't want nobody coming at me being like, fuck you. You said it was going to be Namor. But
there's a lot, but if you think about it, there's a lot of characters that are going to be supposedly rumored in this, right? Like, we're supposed to get Namor. Now there's, the confirmation that we get Riri Williams. Like, how many more characters, the villain? I don't think Namor is going to be the villain. He could kind of maybe half show up in the – I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. If you're talking Black Panther, I do see him coming in kind of as the villain, attacking Wakanda. I do think – there's going to be some kind of a war where it's going to end with them siding together type thing. Like, that's the way I would see it going down if I had to assume. But
late night comics night makes sense. Lines up with the first mutant. Yeah. Kamikaze, I have a feeling you will be replaying this video in a year. That could be cool.
At least it's better video quality this time. So
yeah, hopefully. So I don't know. My biggest takeaway was I kept seeing, and BC kind of said it with the necklace. Like, it kind of was just like, okay, that kind of establishes to me that there's Atlanteans, and this could be a good time to bring in like a little Atlantean talk or a little Namor, cameo or something like that. So we kind of are prepared for what's coming up next, right? With like Black Panther, because Black Panther, I think, is slated February or March next year, right?
Correct. I think so. Yeah.
Right? So
are we getting the TV series before the movie though?
No, we're getting the movie first.
We're getting the movie first. Okay.
Yeah.
And Nubi, we've mentioned this before, and everyone's pretty much aware, but we've already gotten Atlantis talk in the MCU, right? They mentioned it in I think it was Endgame, and when they mentioned Atlantis, right away it was like, no, we just don't want to talk about that type thing. You know what I mean? So I really, really feel like this is the good opportunity, especially with the Eternals. This is where we're probably going to get the introduction. This is just us saying. So take it with a grain of salt. Take it as you please. Don't go crazy. Don't buy up all the books. If you do and they hit the jackpot, congrats, guys. Share the wealth. Share the wealth.
Yeah. Is it going to be $1,000 book? I don't think so.